Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Brownwood Lions Coach Show here on KOXC. I'm Derek Stuckley along with Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett on this wonderful Monday. How are you doing today, sir?
Man, I'm so good, I can't stand it.
Really?
Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl?
Your prediction was right.
Yep. Did we have a small wager on that?
Oh, yeah, I believe I got to find a shiny quarter.
That's right. Yeah,
I got a rusty
just
quarter.
keep it because I may want to, we'll have something coming up here in the future like the NBA championship or
Yeah,
something.
we'll double or nothing.
Yeah.
So I assume you watched the game last night?
I did. I went to workouts this morning and asked the guys, we're talking, I said, what won that Super Bowl? And in our opinion, which they answered correctly, special teams. And the importance of special teams, and we preach it as special teams all the time to our kids. And our kids this year took ownership in special teams, and it won games for us. And just like the other night, I mean, that 60-yard kick punt return was the difference in the ball game to me. You got two offenses, two defenses that are powerful and dominant and do what they do, and they're butting heads. And what changed the momentum of that game? Special teams.
I was just happy that it was a close, competitive game.
It was that.
Yeah. So what'd you think of the little controversial penalty at the end?
I don't think that was controversial. I mean, you got one dude talking about in this situation, he shouldn't call that penalty. I'm like, okay, so in this situation, if you shoot that guy, it's okay. But if it just happens to be in this situation and you shoot him, it's not okay. I mean, the rule's a rule. The guy broke the rule. He grabbed him. He did it twice.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, it's not in that situation. No, it's the rule is the rule, and they called it through the penalty, and it was what it was.
And the guy, even after the game, said, "Yeah, I grabbed him."
Yeah, because it's either they're taught that if you're going to get beat, it's better to give up a first down in 10 yards than it is 7 points. Well, ultimately they got the 7, but
I'm not crazy about the Philadelphia coach, but he basically said the same thing. It doesn't come down to one play.
Yeah, it's not one
play.
play.
There's several plays in
And
the game. But
I do get sort of irritated at we won't say anything about Scott or Randy, but I do get irritated at announcers sometimes and what they say. I mean, and I know they have to fill air and all that, but I'm like, man, you're just bringing controversy or doubt on something. You're diminishing what Kansas City was doing.
Yeah.
So I didn't think it was too controversial. Yeah. I thought it was an easy call. The one call that I thought was that they overlooked was when the tight end from Philadelphia caught the ball and then re-caught it, and and they gave him the catch. So who knows? I don't know. So they're the ones that watch replay, and they're the ones that make those calls. So
that's right.
I don't think any official determined the outcome of that game. That's for sure.
All right. Well, let's talk about some
outcomes.
Some local stuff.
All right.
Some important stuff.
Yeah, we'll go back to last Wednesday, softball scrimmage early. Got to talk to Coach Mungia. The girls were excited. She thought they did well. The enthusiasm was good. All in all, she thought it was a great practice. I don't read much into scrimmages because it's just a glorified practice against another person other than yourself. So she was excited about it. Girls were excited about it. That's what I like to see. Score doesn't mean anything to me at this time. Girls soccer went to Salado. Their game got bumped back. Lost that game 2-1 against the number 2 team in the state of Texas. Had opportunities to win. Coach said they kept them in the game. Just didn't happen. So I like, there's always things you can learn from a loss. We'll talk about some more of that in just a little bit. They dropped their game to Stephenville as well, 1-0. But Stephenville's ranked number 4. You're competing against top 5 teams in the state. Find a way, figure it out by the time that you get back to them that you can get over the hump. I think they're right on the edge. Boys lost their game to Stephenville 3-2. Stephenville's a good soccer boys team. I don't know if they're ranked, but
they are undefeated.
I heard something, but I don't want to say it because I don't know if it's true. But I heard they're ranked pretty high. I don't know that though, so I'm not going to say anything. But our boys competed. They stayed in the game, had a chance. Talked to a couple of them. They were excited about it. Of course, you never want to lose, but a lot to be learned. I think they're right on the verge of getting over that hump. And becoming elite, so I'm excited about that. Basketball team, I thought, played really well Friday. Dropped their game to Glen Rose boys, that's who we're talking about. They played a whole lot better this time than they did last time. Had a chance to be in that game all the way to the end. Just some, I think, minor things. Some turnovers, some costly turnovers, some non-finishes, some 4, 6, 2-footers that we should be making that we didn't, that they converted on. So, I just think, again, I think they're playing at a high level. Those kids play hard, all of them. Everybody that we're talking about, they're playing as a team. I love the culture of what's going on in the program, and I'm talking about the program, not just this sport or that sport. And just you got to keep grinding, keep working. I think you'll get over the hump. We had track go to Abilene High, competed well against them. Softball scrimmage land passes. All went well for practice, and baseball went to Abilene Cooper, and they did some great things and did some things not so great. So just, it's still a work in progress. You're morphing your teams and getting ready for the upcoming seasons. Coach Jackson said, he was excited about what he saw. It was cold. It was windy. Went over there and had a good time and had a good practice against a talented, as we all know, a talented Abilene High group. That they got a lot of kids and they got some guys that can run really well. So they were pleased. Talked to some kids as they were coming in at the basketball game. They started funneling back in from their trip. So that was good. Tennis was at Fort Worth. Peter Leaf finished third in the A division. Jacob Singleton finished first in the B division. Those were both men's singles. And then in consolation and mixed doubles was Eric Smith and Ashlyn Bundy. So going up there, playing against, higher level teams or higher enrollment schools up there. Congratulations to Coach Blasing and what they're doing. Powerlifting was at Comanche. The boys finished third. Caleb Gerbass and Aiden Packhauser finished first in their classification. Davis Lee finished second. Xavier Zepeda and Dayla McGee finished third. Again, another good outing from our boys powerlifting team. On the girls' side, Chloe Wall finished second. She wasn't at that scrimmage because she chose to go to powerlifting and have an opportunity to advance the regional powerlifting meet. So congratulations to Chloe for finishing second there. And just all in all, things are going well in the spring. I'm excited to get some sunshine and some dry weather and to see some warm weather softball and baseball and track. So I'm really looking forward to those kicking off.
Well, busy week last week, even busier week this week.
Yeah, plate's full. We do have a couple of changes in the schedule. One of them is boys basketball is playing tonight as we speak, so that they could get out of the way of the girls' playoff game that's set for tomorrow. We had golf in Llano today for the girls, and we have softball at 4 o'clock. Started at 4 o'clock. One game, varsity game against Jim Ned. That is their first official softball game. It's not a scrimmage. On Tuesday, we got Gatesville coming to town, 5 and 7, boys and girls varsity soccer. Baseball is at San Angelo Lakeview, 4:30 and 7. That is a scrimmage. And then golf, boys JV will go to Llano tomorrow. And then Wednesday, our varsity boys will go to Llano. And then we have track was moved from Thursday to Wednesday at Weatherford. Boys and girls will go to Weatherford, first track meet. Move that one because the inclement weather is supposed to be coming in on Thursday. And then Friday is softball again at Llano. And then we have soccer at Little River Academy, and baseball will be at Wall. And then, of course, just want to keep reminding everybody, I know we got Wednesday, but baseball is hosting the James Crow alumni game at 11 o'clock on Saturday, which should be fun.
So do you remember all the playoff scenarios for the boys basketball team tonight?
Boys basketball, I don't. If we win, we're in second place. My conversation with Coach Parker, I think if we win one of the last two, we're in second. If Graham beats Stephenville,
yes,
he thinks that's going to happen. I don't know. There's a chance that if we aren't successful tonight, that it could work out to where we're fourth, or there could be a four-way tie that we'd have to have a little tournament. One play the other, and then those two play and figure out some seating. So we just need to take care of our business tonight. I think if you look in the forecast, the possibility of us playing, there'll be two West Texas teams. I think one will be Snyder, possibly, and the other one would be Levelland. If I'm not mistaken, are the two that we feel like we would match up with. And as soon as I get that information, that's going to be in Colorado City or somewhere that direction. As soon as I get that information, once they've taken care of business tonight, then we'll get it out there.
I'm going to root for Snyder. That game will probably be a little closer than Levelland.
Yeah.
So let's go Snyder.
Yeah, Levelland would be at Colorado City, I think, and then I don't know. I can't remember. There was two Snyder at somewhere.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
Of course, Lady Lions by district playoff game tomorrow night against Lubbock Estacado.
I forgot to talk about that. I hit it, but
You
yes,
hit it, yeah.
6 o'clock at Sweetwater. Our girls will face the Estacada Lady Matadors, I guess they are. And talking to Coach Hort, she feels confident about their opportunity. Feel they can be successful if they just go out there and play basketball, play solid basketball. Don't give them free buckets. Don't turn the ball over, making simple mistakes. Just go out there and rebound ball, pass ball, shoot ball. She really feels like they have an opportunity to be successful.
Yeah. The defense is usually pretty solid for the girls. If they hit their shots, they got a chance.
Yeah, I mean, it's not when they're not victorious. It's not because of lack of hustle and desire. They have that. It's just sometimes putting it together and putting enough points on the board. But their defense, I love watching them play defense because they're very passionate about it. They get out there and get after it and stay in ball games because of their defense. So I'm looking forward to the game, especially feeling we have an opportunity to go be victorious and head to the next round with them.
Yeah. Of course, tomorrow night soccer doubleheader at home. Both teams have faced, I guess, the top two teams in district now. So chance to bounce back, get back on a winning streak.
Yeah, get back in the win column, and what that will give them, if we do win, would be 3-2. That would be 5 games, so we'd still have two more? No, one more. One more game, and that would be against Little River Academy. Yeah, so they're almost finished in that first round of action and understand and know what their opponents are and what they're going to face, and the unknown's not there. But I'm like I said before, I'm really pleased with our girls and boys soccer, what's going on right now, the way they're playing, the passion that they play with, the knowledge of what they're doing is there. You can see it when they're out there playing, and it's exciting to watch. I really enjoy watching the boys and the girls both. They're both physical. They both understand their offense and defensive plan, however you say that in soccer, and they're in all their ball games. So every time you go watch them, it's exciting to see them.
Could you imagine when realignment came out that we would be in a district with Little River Academy?
Nope.
Anything?
Nope. I used to drive through Little River Academy not that long ago when it was just a little spot in the road, and they sure weren't 4A.
Yeah, it was really little back then.
Yeah, it was. I think they called it Very Little River Academy then. They did.
All right. Anything else we need to mention?
Did we
Coach?
hit it all?
I think, yeah, we got all the sport. You want to mention any football stuff?
Oh, you know what? I thought you were going to mention the sports writers all-state selection.
Yeah, that's right. That was last week.
Yeah.
We had 4 guys.
4 guys.
Yeah.
Can you name them? Quentin McCarty.
Quentin McCarty was second team. Chance Jones was honorable mention. Colin Anderson was honorable mention. Isaac Gray was honorable mention.
Good job.
Look at that.
Yeah,
I can remember something longer than a day or two.
Yeah, that's really neat. Those guys getting those awards. They were leaders on our team, as everybody knows. But Conlon and Isaac on offense, and then Chance and Quentin on defense. It was an honor to have those guys mentioned. That's a big deal. And the sports writers all-state selection, that is what everybody considers the big one. And to have a second teamer on there, and then those other 3 guys being honorable mention is a big deal. So congratulations to them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else we need to touch on today?
We better thank those that make this show possible. Auto Glass Magic, Bruner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bond Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Hendrick Medical, Howard Enterprises, Humphrey Peets, Heartland Funeral Home, Landmark Admin, MC Bank, Painter and Johnson Associates, Smith and Sharp Agencies, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, Weldon and Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Teas. Bam!
I knew that was popping.
Wednesday, we're back at it. Me and Star in our groove.
That's right. You and Star.
Star.
In your groove.
They're jealous because our intellectual level, is that the word?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks. See, I'm trying to
Derek
overspeak.
doesn't have it.
Yeah,
That's clear.
At least Randy watches it too.
Do you watch it, Randy Turner?
Yeah.
Boy, Randy. See, I like me some Randy Turner.
I'm a rebel. I go against the grain.
Who do you like, Randy? Who's your guy?
My guy, Martin Truex Jr.
He likes I like Martin. I like Martin. Why doesn't John Deere sponsor anybody?
I don't know. They should.
Get Randy in there in his tractor to race everybody.
That's right. Arr, arr. I guarantee you, about the Daytona 500, they'll take a break or something. You'll see, bam, Randy Turner selling tractors. John Deere, I see him all the time.
There you go. All right, so we touched on everything, right? Are we done, Star?
Yep,
That's all right.
got
Yes.
it.
All right, well, we will be back here Wednesday on KOXC, KOXC.com, the KOXC app, and the KOXC Facebook pages.
Have a great day, Brownwood.